Warning, these 6 foods can spike your glucose levels. Let me ask you this. How often do you think about what's really happening inside your body when you eat? Most people assume they're making good choices, but here's the shocking truth. Some of the most common foods in your diet could be silently sabotaging your health. Yes, even the ones that seem harmless or even healthy. These hidden culprits are spiking your glucose levels, leaving you feeling tired, bloated, and trapped in a vicious cycle of cravings. Here's the kicker. It doesn't take months or years to see the impact of these foods on your blood sugar. Just one meal can make or break your progress. The good news? By understanding the hidden dangers of these 6 foods, you can take control of your diet, stabilize your energy, and even find a quick way to lower blood sugar when it matters most. Intrigued? Trust me, you'll never look at your plate the same way again after this. White bread and refined grains. Ever noticed how white bread seems to dominate supermarket shelves? It's like a convenient old friend. Soft, fluffy, and easy to pair with anything. But here's the kicker. White bread and refined grains are notorious for causing those dreaded blood sugar spikes. Think of it this way. They break down quickly into sugar, leaving your glucose levels on a roller coaster ride. If you're serious about managing a diet to lower A1C, it's time to reconsider your bread choices. Swap that loaf for whole grain or sprouted bread to stabilize those levels and keep cravings at bay. Now, let's dig a little deeper. White bread isn't just hiding in your sandwich. It's lurking in wraps, bagels, and even breadcrumbs used in cooking. A diet packed with refined grains is like fueling a car with soda. It might run, but not for long. Instead, try quinoa, farro, or even barley as tasty alternatives. These superfoods for diabetes are nutrient-packed and won't send your blood sugar into overdrive. Have you ever tried making your own bread at home? A quick way to lower blood sugar is to control what goes into your meals, and baking at home lets you do just that. Using almond flour or chickpea flour, for example, not only keeps your levels stable but also boosts your intake of protein and fiber. Plus, there's something satisfying about biting into bread you made yourself, don't you think? The problem with refined grains isn't just their quick digestion. They're also stripped of their nutrients, leaving little behind except empty calories. It's a double whammy. You get a sugar rush and miss out on the good stuff like fiber and vitamins. Start exploring foods that lower your blood sugar naturally, like steel-cut oats or whole grain pasta. Trust me, your body will thank you later. Here's a real-life scenario. Someone juggling a busy lifestyle might think it's impossible to ditch white bread, but the secret lies in small swaps. Pack a lunch with brown rice instead of white, or choose wraps made from whole grains. When shopping, look for labels that say 100% whole grain. Don't let multigrain fool you. Small tweaks can make a world of difference. Imagine this. Instead of reaching for a white bread sandwich, you create a colorful Buddha bowl filled with quinoa, roasted veggies, and lean protein. Not only is this one of the best foods for diabetics, but it's also satisfying and visually appealing. See how a simple change can transform a meal. And just when you think you've nailed your grains, there's more to uncover about foods that can secretly sabotage your efforts. Up next, we'll explore sugary breakfast cereals, a sweet start that can lead to a bitter end. Sugary breakfast cereals are breakfast cereals, those colorful boxes with smiling mascots promising a great start to your day. But let's be honest, most of them are more like a dessert disguised as breakfast. Packed with added sugars, they can send your glucose levels soaring before you've even had your coffee. If you're aiming for foods to control blood sugar, it's time to look beyond the cereal aisle. Instead, think oatmeal, chia pudding, or a smoothie bowl topped with fresh berries. Here's the tricky part. Even cereals labeled as healthy can be misleading. Words like natural, low-fat, or whole grain don't necessarily mean low sugar. Always check the label. If sugar is one of the first 3 ingredients, it's better to leave it on the shelf. A smart diet to lower A1C starts with understanding what you're really eating. Try making your own mix of unsweetened oats, nuts, and seeds for a wholesome breakfast that keeps you full and steady. Feeling rushed in the morning? Prepping overnight oats is a game changer. Mix rolled oats with almond milk, a dash of cinnamon, and a handful of blueberries. And you've got a breakfast that's rich in antioxidants for diabetics and ready when you are. Add a sprinkle of flax seeds for extra fiber, and boom, you're fueling your body with foods that lower your blood sugar, not spike it. Now let's talk about those fun cereals. The ones loaded with marshmallows, chocolate chunks, or bright artificial colors. Sure, they're nostalgic, but they're also a fast track to sugar crashes and cravings. If you're craving something sweet, consider a small bowl of Greek yogurt with a drizzle of honey and sliced strawberries. It satisfies the sweet tooth without wreaking havoc on your blood sugar. Think about this. Breakfast sets the tone for your entire day. A sugary start can lead to energy dips, mood swings, and more sugar cravings. Instead, opt for protein-packed foods like eggs or avocado toast on whole grain bread. These are superfoods for diabetes that will keep you energized and focused, whether you're tackling work or spending time with family. Here's a practical challenge. The next time you shop, avoid cereals with cartoons on the box. They're usually sugar bombs. Look for ones with at least 5 grams of fiber and less than 6 grams of sugar per serving. Brands like Ezekiel or Bob's Red Mill offer great options that align with a diet to lower A1C and still taste amazing. And if you think sugary cereals are bad, wait until we dive into sweetened beverages, the liquid landmines hiding in plain sight. Sweetened beverages, sodas, energy drinks, and even those fancy iced coffees might seem harmless at first sip, but don't be fooled. They're some of the biggest culprits behind blood sugar spikes. Just one can of soda can pack more sugar than a full meal, leaving your glucose levels spiraling out of control. If you're serious about finding foods and drinks that lower blood sugar, swapping these sugary sips for water, herbal tea, or unsweetened options is a must. Here's the sneaky part. Even drinks marketed as healthy can trip you up. Smoothies from certain chains or store-bought fruit juices often contain more sugar than you'd expect. A quick way to lower blood sugar is to blend your own smoothie at home. Try spinach, frozen berries, and unsweetened almond milk. It's not just delicious, but also packed with antioxidants for diabetics. Let's not forget those seasonal coffee drinks, loaded with syrups and whipped cream. They may taste like a treat, but they act more like a sugar bomb. Instead, try brewing a cup of black coffee at home and adding a splash of cinnamon or vanilla extract. It's a simple change that aligns with a diet to lower A1C without sacrificing flavor. And what about hydration on the go? Many sports drinks and flavored waters are loaded with hidden sugars. The best foods and drinks for diabetics are often the simplest. Think lemon water or cucumber-infused water for a refreshing twist. These options keep you hydrated and help stabilize your glucose levels throughout the day. For anyone hooked on soda, consider this. Swapping it for sparkling water can make a world of difference. Add a slice of lime or a few crushed berries for natural sweetness. Not only are you cutting out unnecessary sugar, but you're also protecting your body from the ups and downs of unstable blood sugar levels. Here's a fun experiment. Carry a reusable water bottle and aim to refill it 3 times a day. Not only will this help you reduce sweetened beverage consumption, but it's also a great habit for overall health. Staying hydrated is key to keeping blood sugar in check, especially if you pair it with foods to control blood sugar. And just when you think you've mastered your drink choices, pastries and baked goods await. A whole new world of sugary temptations to uncover. Pastries and baked goods. Our pastries and baked goods. The delightful aroma of a freshly baked croissant or a glazed donut is almost irresistible. But here's the thing. These treats are often packed with refined carbs and sugar, making them a double threat to your blood sugar levels. If you're aiming for foods to reduce blood sugar, it's best to enjoy these sparingly or find healthier alternatives. A homemade muffin made with almond flour and a touch of honey, for instance, can satisfy your cravings without causing a sugar spike. Think about those morning runs to the bakery. That innocent-looking scone or Danish might feel like the perfect grab-and-go breakfast, but it's setting you up for an energy crash later in the day. Instead, consider prepping breakfast bars at home with oats, nuts, and a bit of dark chocolate. They're not just delicious, but also qualify as superfoods for diabetes, keeping you full and your blood sugar stable. For special occasions, the allure of cakes and pies is hard to resist, but even here, small swaps can make a big difference. Ever tried baking with coconut sugar or mashed bananas as sweeteners? These simple tricks can transform desserts into foods that lower your blood sugar, or at least make them less harmful. Plus, the satisfaction of creating something indulgent yet wholesome is unbeatable. Here's a tip. Read the labels on store-bought baked goods. Many contain high fructose corn syrup and trans fats, both of which wreak havoc on your health. Opting for treats made with whole ingredients is one step closer to a diet to lower A1C. Better yet, try recipes that incorporate foods to control blood sugar, like adding chia seeds or flaxseed to your batter. Consider this. Pastries don't have to disappear entirely from your life. It's all about balance. For example, pairing a small piece of dark chocolate with unsweetened Greek yogurt can give you the same indulgent feel without sabotaging your glucose levels. It's all about finding smarter ways to indulge. And what about those coffee shop displays filled with tempting treats? It's easy to give in, but think about preparing snacks in advance. Keep a stash of roasted almonds or a piece of fruit handy to curb your hunger and avoid the pastry trap. Little changes like these pave the way for a healthier lifestyle without feeling deprived. Of course, if pastries are a challenge, fried foods might be the next hurdle to tackle. Stay tuned for how those crispy favorites could be holding you back from better blood sugar control. Fried foods, crispy, golden, and oh so tempting. Whether it's French fries, fried chicken, or onion rings, they're comfort foods at their finest. But let's face it, they come with a heavy price. High in unhealthy fats and carbs, fried foods can wreak havoc on your blood sugar levels. If you're looking for foods that lower blood sugar, it's time to rethink that side of fries. Why not try roasted sweet potato wedges? They're just as satisfying and far kinder to your glucose levels. Here's the thing about fried foods. They're not just calorie-dense, but also often made with refined oils that can lead to inflammation. That's a double whammy for anyone managing diabetes. Air fryers, on the other hand, are a game changer. They allow you to enjoy the crunch without the guilt. From zucchini fries to crispy cauliflower, you can create dishes that fit perfectly into a diet to lower A1C. For those who love dining out, avoiding fried foods can feel tricky. But small adjustments go a long way. For instance, ask for grilled or baked options instead of fried. Craving that fried crunch? Try breading chicken with almond flour and baking it at home. It's one of the best foods for diabetics, as it cuts the carbs while still satisfying your taste buds. Now, let's talk about fried snacks, the chips and nuggets that sneak into your pantry. These are quick to grab but slow to digest, leaving your blood sugar on a roller coaster ride. A smarter choice? Kale chips or roasted chickpeas. Not only are they packed with nutrients, but they're also crunchy enough to curb cravings, making them superfoods for diabetes. Think about this. The oil used in frying plays a big role. Switching to healthier options like olive oil or avocado oil when cooking at home can make a significant difference. These oils contain healthy fats that align with foods to control blood sugar, so you can enjoy your meals without the post-meal glucose spike. And let's not ignore portion control. Even the healthiest fried alternatives can become a problem if eaten in excess. Try serving smaller portions alongside a big salad or steamed veggies to balance your meal. This approach helps keep your plate colorful, nutrient-rich, and aligned with foods to reduce blood sugar. But if fried foods are hard to let go of, desserts might be an even bigger challenge. Up next, we'll dive into the sugary temptations that often undo our best efforts. Candy and desserts. Candy and desserts, the ultimate comfort foods, right? From chocolate bars to creamy cheesecakes, these treats light up our taste buds but dim our glucose control. Most candies are loaded with refined sugar, making them one of the worst offenders for blood sugar spikes. If you're aiming for foods to control blood sugar, consider dark chocolate with at least 70% cocoa. It's rich, satisfying, and packed with antioxidants for diabetics. Let's not forget the hidden sugars in desserts labeled as low-fat or diet-friendly. These often compensate for flavor with extra sugar, which is a real curveball for your glucose levels. Instead, explore alternatives like chia seed pudding sweetened with stevia or monk fruit. Not only are these desserts healthier, but they're also part of a diet to lower A1C without compromising on taste. The key to enjoying sweets responsibly lies in moderation. For instance, instead of having a slice of cake after dinner, opt for a bowl of fresh berries with a dollop of whipped coconut cream. Berries are among the best foods for diabetics, offering natural sweetness and a boost of fiber. Plus, they're versatile. You can add them to smoothies, yogurt, or even eat them plain. Ever tried baking at home with alternative sweeteners? Swapping white sugar for erythritol or coconut sugar can make a world of difference. Imagine whipping up a batch of almond flour brownies that not only taste amazing, but also fit into a diet designed to lower blood sugar. It's proof that healthier indulgences are totally doable. And here's a mindset shift. Desserts don't always have to be sugary. Think about ending your meal with a platter of mixed nuts or a slice of cheese paired with apple slices. These foods that lower blood sugar naturally can satisfy cravings while keeping you on track. The key is to reframe what dessert means. It doesn't always have to come from a bakery. Now, what about those holiday feasts where sweets are everywhere? A good strategy is to bring your own dessert. Try a no-bake almond butter fudge or a sugar-free chocolate mousse. These quick options allow you to participate in the celebration without sabotaging your health goals. And just when you think you've mastered candy and desserts, there's a bigger question to ask. How do you keep all these changes consistent in your daily life? Let's wrap everything up and talk about turning knowledge into action. Now that you know the hidden dangers lurking in these 6 everyday foods, the question is, What will you do about it? Will you keep letting white bread, sugary drinks, and fried foods control your energy, your health, and your life? Or will you take that first step toward a healthier, more empowered version of yourself? The choice is yours, and it starts with small, intentional changes. Imagine how it would feel to wake up with steady energy, free from sugar crashes and cravings. Think about the confidence of knowing you're making choices that lower your A1C, stabilize your blood sugar, and fuel your body with the right foods. The knowledge is in your hands. Now it's time to act on it. So, which of these tips will you try first? Swapping out sugary cereals for a wholesome breakfast? Baking your own healthy treats? Or saying goodbye to fried snacks once and for all? Share your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear how you're planning to take control of your blood sugar. And before you go, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. This is just the beginning of your journey to better health, and there's so much more to explore together. Let's make it happen.